Another group has joined the war officially, and that is the Houthis. The Houthis of Yemen have now declared that they are in the war. Now, we all know they fired some missiles that were intercepted by a U.S. destroyer a few days ago, and apparently by some Israeli arrows later, air missiles. So what's happened here is they finally come out and said they're in the war. They're part of it. And this is significant because they're the ones that control Yemen. Now, it just so happens they've been arch enemies of also Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has some pressure, from its own population to side with Hamas, but they've not done that officially. Some administration say the government would like to still have normal relations with Israel, but at this point in time, they really can't do that due to their population. So this war is getting wider. It's getting more dangerous. I'm on a little earlier for some of you guys tonight. Hey, Wiseau, good to see you. So this is significant because they have very significant missiles from Iran. They are Iranian-backed. They have a saying there in the Houthis. And their saying is as follows. I'm going to have to repeat some of this since this is early and a lot of people would join in a little bit. But the Houthi slogan is this: death to America, death to Israel, curse the Jews, and victory to Islam. Just quoting that's probably going to get this video demonetized. But I'm quoting somebody else's slogan. And I just want y'all to hear it because the first phrase in that is dealing with America, not Israel. And it's just like I've told you all along, Iran has always called America the great Satan, not Israel. So if y'all think we're safe from actions over there, that it's all against Israel, then you need to do some more thinking about it, guys. Now, right or wrong, whoever started it, whoever this, whoever that, the bottom line is this, and this is what I always tell you, we're at risk here. I tell you this to increase your situational awareness so that you will spread the message to your loved ones. And it just so happens that finally, FBI Director Wray has come out to say that we are at risk for increased attacks here at home, and even admits something might have come across the southern border. That's a big change for this administration. Now, who was it that opened the border and let all that in the first place? Tell me, please. So, guys, this is nuts where we're at. Yeah, they open the border and then they make these claims. And, guys, it just so happens that, some of the people trying to get here are legitimately trying to flee oppression. There has been a big increase in Chinese people trying to come here. And, you can't blame anybody in a communist society is trying to get out and find better ways. But, you got to think that China uses this to their advantage to slip a few people through that we'd rather not have here. Oh, yeah, by the way, the World Bank has said due to the impending conflict in the Mideast with all the things ratcheting up, they're expecting oil to go to $150 a barrel. Now, inflation-adjusted prices for 2008, it was actually $147 a barrel then. So they're looking at the kind of crisis we had back in the 70s. This does not account for a full-fledged war between the United States and Iran, wherein the Strait of Hormuz might get shut down. You expect it to go a lot higher if that happens. And, of course, oil and energy is the foundations for so much of our economy that you can expect prices to shoot straight up. Oh, yeah, happy Halloween, folks. Whatever that means. So what's left of it here? All Hallows Day is tomorrow. So, guys, furthermore, we are at risk of so many things. The Lloyd Austin, our defense secretary, has come out and said that if Iran keeps sponsoring these attacks on American troops, that we will respond as if to Iran. One now, Warhawk and the widow of the late Senator John McCain, better known as a.k.a. Lindsey Graham, actually questioned Austin on that and wanted to know if that was actually a red line. He's pushing him because he's actually pushing for hostilities as Warhawk and widow of John McCain, Lindsey Graham typically would. So, hope y'all appreciate my reference to Lindsey Graham. Yeah, he used to always hang on to the coattails of McCain everywhere he went. So, I don't know, guys. The war is widening. It can widen further. Israel is just now starting to go in to Gaza. Their incursions is getting more. They're holding back from a full-fledged incursion, reportedly waiting on American assets to get in place over there, supposedly to keep some of the other big nation states from getting involved. Will that work? How's that going to pan out? I don't know, guys. We got some super chats. Samuel Turner, thank you, sir. Salute to Samuel Turner. He says, our time as a nation of being fat, lazy, and uninvolved is going to end any day now, and we're just trying to stay alive. Amen to that. Greg sounding alarm. That's what I'm trying to do. Hey, Rodney Middleton, the guy who made that nice little sharp instrument that I got, which is very sharp, guys. I just cut some elastic off of some clothing with it, and it just cut like, wow, it was right through it. Rodney, thanks for the heads up. And have a coffee on me. I'll do that. I've been having some coffee at the local Purgatory in Snowflake, because that's where I've been doing my day job work in the morning, because I can run my computer there and have power and have internet. Actually, I use my phone for internet, but I can get signal. I can't get enough hotspot out at my place. I'm actually sitting on sitting in one of these where a trail road enters into a main road, where they got a kind of a place you can park. And there's tons of mailboxes here, because the mailmen don't go all the way down these trail roads. So and my trail road's a trail road off this trail road. John, hey, Carla Cole's in the house. EO promoted, yes, man. Milk Dud. Lloyd Austin. Yes, that's how he's often referred to, Milk Dud. Hey, New Days. Everybody needs to say a prayer for New Days tonight. She has had a little incident and had to go see a doctor today. So, that's not purgatory, it's purgatory. Perk, like in perking coffee. We may all feel like we're in purgatory soon with everything going on, my friends. We got 200. Hey, we got another super chat. Christopher, how was it? Napier says, what? I can't read it. What was this thing? Oh, there we go. What do you think fentanyl end up in major water supplies? Ooh. All of our centralized systems, distributed systems that supply civilization as we know it, are at risk. Great risk from groups that don't like us. MSB 9021. Thank you, sir. Salute to you, sir. Salute. Appreciate that. So, guys, we are at great risk. Christopher Ray's actually come out and said, all they ever wanted to talk about was domestic groups. All the threats were from folks like you and me, according to them. That's what they've been saying for some time. But they know they're on the verge of having to eat crow. They wouldn't come out and say this if they weren't a real risk for stuff happening right here at home. So I've read hey, see Shelly, how you doing? So I'll go back and check the chat here in a minute. I'm not going to be real long in this video tonight. So I saw a poll that said 3/4 of Americans thought we are at risk from terrorist acts here in the United States, which suggests that 25% still don't buy it. You got to be kidding me with everything going on. Wow. Another little poll I saw, which I'll come back to that one. I'll poll you guys in a minute. Another poll that I saw said that in Great Britain, the under 25-year age group, over the majority, it didn't say how big a percentage is. There was a poll I saw in one of the British mags, but they said the majority of youth under 25 thought Hamas was justified for what they did on the 7th of October. Wow. I don't think any attack from any group on civilians, directly at targeting civilians, is justified by any measure. I think it's heinous. And that was an awful event. Maybe some of you will disagree with that, because I get all kind of opinions in here. But holy smoke, guys, any attack on civilians, children, old people, You know, husbands, wives, kids. I don't know, guys. It just grabs something out of my soul. It hurts. It hurts to see that kind of stuff happening in the world. It's awful. Um, it's just hard to say how to do it. Hey, Angie, I'll be back in Alabama in a few days if everything goes well here. So, guys, keep that snug close to you. Yeah, there you go. We gotta be situation aware, and that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. So, it is a proposition, this channel, to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. So I bring you these things so that you will be situation aware. I've had some people commenting, about maybe we're being over the top, maybe it's from that one quarter that they ain't buying this. Why are they watching the prepping channel in the first place? Well, we're a gardening channel first and foremost. That's how we started out. But I'd like to see what you guys think. If you believe that there's no risk of a terrorist attack here in the United States, if you're in that 25%, if you really believe that, put a 1 in the chat room. If you think we have a risk here at home, I like to see a 2, because I've been telling you guys from the inception of my channel, we have a risk here at home. I've been telling you about sleeper cells before anybody else on YouTube was probably talking about them. I was warning you about Iranian sleeper cells here in the United States that were already threatening our power grid years ago. 2 times 2 times 2 new days. Yeah, so I've been bringing us, hey, Sassafras Red, hadn't seen you in a long time. I know earlier that hate and retribution leads to hate. Amen, amen. And I've talked about that. It's the whole feud thing, and it's a terrible thing. Yeah, at least you guys are awake. You guys are understanding the situation we're in. That's why you're here. There's always somebody comes in the chat room and later, or the messages later, that put some snide remark, because they ain't buying it. It's like, well, why aren't you here in the first place, guys? Because that's my mission, is to help people out, to be aware and spread the word. 11 million unaccounted immigrants. Wow. It's a large number. It's a huge number, whatever the case is. Like I said, most of them are probably decent, but if 1 in 1,000 were bad, considering how many have come over, that's a huge number. If only 1 in 1,000 posed a threat to the United States, that's a huge number. If you think that we've got people to stuff our Hatfields and McCoys, amen. And I've talked about that so many times, that hate is how they play us. They love hate, and that's one of the good things you can take away from, this whole Star Wars trilogy. The original trilogy was kind of weird in a lot of ways, but one of the things they did point out, which bore a lot of truth, was how evil uses hate to get you. And that's true, because once you get hate in your heart, you got a problem. Once you get hate in your heart, that's an issue. 6,000 caravan heading our way. That's right. They just keep coming. So yeah, just like Christopher Ray kind of come out and said, hey, Grant, how you doing? Been watching a guy on Facebook Live from Arizona border. They're crossing the border. Yes, amen. That's what I've been telling you guys. They're crossing and they're coming over, and suddenly they wind up at the bang bang ranges. Somebody gives them nugs and nug kibbles. And if you don't know what a nug is, you're new to my channel, flip that word and maybe you'll figure it out. I don't worry about so much. Well, the Cubans that came over originally, now maybe Cuba's sending people over now that we wouldn't want here. But, some of our most conservative citizens are Cubans, of Cuban descent, because they know the danger of communism. I say communism just to throw off the gourd that has no algorithms. So, guys, another thing to bear in mind is this is not a free speech platform. There's a lot of things I just can't say on here. There's a lot of things that are verboten. There are things that would get my channel shut down immediately that I just, I can't go there. A lot of you guys get mad at me because I don't say this, that, or the other, and it just can't be done here. So just bear in mind, if you look at the sum total of my videos and my thrust, you ought to know where I'm coming from, okay? Sometimes I put a little bit over on Rumble or on my Silverhead News channel, but I get a little bit more risky over there. But guys, you gotta wake up. We are under risk, and whether it's inside or from outside, to us the net effect is going to be the same. We're at great risk. Now, we may have some control over that outside stuff, but then again, it goes back to hate. It goes back to that feud thing, the whole feud thing. Somehow you got to break the cycle. And what I've always told you guys is the true answer is love. Now that sounds strange for 408 watching. That's cool. Now, so even going at 415, that's good. So I'll hit back on the headline here in a minute. So this feudal thing is Hatfields and McCoys. One side does this, the other side does that. The hatreds go up. They're pulling the whole world into it. And humanity will not survive this way, given the kind of weapon systems that are being developed, the biological weapons. It's like, I've always, if you ever seen the movie Forbidden Planet, in the movie The Forbidden Planet, the civilization got so powerful they created a machine that was able to wipe out, give them anything they wanted. This machine, they could think it and suddenly they'd have anything they wanted. They were so powerful. But when they went to sleep, the monsters of the id, their internal nightmares, created monsters, with that capability, and they wiped themselves out in the flash of one night. The entire civilization wiped itself out. Why? Because there's some hatred, there's some evil out there, and we've got to learn a way to tame it, because even though we'll never develop the kind of power that was depicted in that movie, it was actually a good lesson in where we could be heading. When you look at the bioweapons technology being developed, that could be a poor man's nuke. If every man on the planet had a nuke, where would we be? What would happen? It would not be pretty. It would not be pretty at all. And that's really where we're heading, because biolabs can be anywhere and everywhere. Poorest countries in the world can put together biolabs. Like 20 years ago, there were people ordering agents, to assemble viruses off the internet and doing it in home labs, guys. So this is a huge threat. And we also noticed that we found a lab in the United States. What's China just come out and said? China has just come out and said that countries are developing ethnically targeted bioweapons. And of course, they're pointing a finger to us, but for every finger they're pointing at us, I would say at least 4 were pointing back. Well, 3, because the thumb don't point back. 3 would be pointing back, because if y'all have seen, many months ago, a few years ago, I put out a video citing sources saying that they were doing just that. And I think that video got demonetized. This video I did last night got demonetized. No, not before last. I didn't do one last night. So this is the things we have to deal with, guys. I'm going to go through and check these messages in a minute. But we've got 426 in the room. That's very good. I bet I come on here a little earlier tonight. I was going to go to Lowe's and get another load of lumber tonight, but I discovered that my hookups for my trailer weren't working right, and I fiddled with them, and I can't get them right, so I don't have trailer lights, and I'm not going to drive 30 miles one way and 30 miles back in the middle of the night up and down mountain roads and everywhere else with no trailer lights and risk getting rear-ended. So I'll keep this trailer attached. I'm on the edge of this trail road here. I'm going to go back to my place, leave the trailer attached, sleep in this thing tonight, and tomorrow I'm going to go back to the purgatory, do my day job, and then I'm going to run up and get that lumber while it's daylight. So I'm still getting stuff, still trying to build my bug out location. Why? Because it's time to bug out. I'm taking it seriously, guys. That's why I'm out here, because this stuff has got my attention. And I'm not lying about it, guys. I'm not making this stuff up, or I wouldn't be here. A lot of YouTube channels will always tell you everything like this from the comfort of their couch or their study. And you'll see me there from time to time, but you also see I'm out trying to do something. And if you have the wherewithal, if you can do it, fortunately, I got this place 2.5 years ago. No, 3 years ago now. It'll be 3 years in December. So, and I got it for a song and a prayer, just unbelievably cheap. Unbelievably cheap. And I just happened at that moment to have the cash. It was like the stars were lining up. And several times the stars have lined up for this bug out operation I'm into here, guys. And now suddenly the time has come. The time is here. It's time to do something. Yeah, we got 438 in the room and only 205 thumbs up. Guys, if you don't like what I'm saying, say so in the chat room. Let's hear what you don't like. If there's something you don't go with, let us know. Michael, is there somebody that's a moderator you got an issue with? I don't know of any moderators I got an issue with. I don't know if I'll be able to. How many acres? I got 40 here, Grant. I got 40. I did a video on this. I did a video and I called it High Desert Prepper, kind of like the High Plains Drifter. 10 acres for 10K. Oh, I bought this a lot cheaper than that. Yeah, I got 40 acres for that, basically. But you won't do that today. No, sir. No, sir. The prices out here have gone way up. I just happen to get the right opportunity at the right time. Is Arizona a good choice for a bug out location? Well, in this area in northern Arizona, I don't see those guys coming through here. This is a very different area. It's very kind of closed community. You just don't see that. I see more of that in North Alabama. Lots more than I see here. Lots more. This community is very prepper oriented. It's very prepper oriented. The people that come here out here in the desert are most of them I talk to, at least half of them are preppers, at least half, if not way more. I would have to say most of them are, if they're not preppers, they're living a prepper oriented lifestyle anyway. They're homesteaders. There is, you got to be a homesteader. You're living off grid, most of the people up here. You are in the LDS church, which is very prominent around here. They believe it. The religion tells them to have a year supply. Most of these guys have like 10. So it's real serious, guys. And that's one of the beauties of it. Plus low population. I'm out in the desert. There's a lot of things. See my go back and look for my video, the High Desert Prepper, and that explains. Hey, Jesse's in the house. Hey, Jesse. He can tell you all about it. He's just down the road. In fact, I called Jesse tonight because there was a big forest fire putting some smoke up out of the mountain south of me. I said, Jesse, what's this fire? He told me it's a controlled burn, which is a good thing to know. So, alrighty, guys. So, here's the deal. For those, we got 500 in the chat room. That is almost a record. I'm glad to see that. So, let me come back and let you know what the news is. I'll recap for you guys. Yemen. Well, the Houthis of Yemen, which control Yemen, which is an Iranian proxy group, which has been supplied drones and missiles by Iran. Very capable, long-distance missiles, by the way, guys, and very capable drones, and they're well-trained in it. So the Houthis have a pretty good military. The Houthis have said and declared they're entering the war on the side of Hamas. They just come out and said it today, and they have really been participating already. They'd already fired some missiles, but they did not officially own up to it till today. So this war is widening. Furthermore, Lloyd Austin, as Colonel Cole just earlier referred to him as Milt Dud Austin, he came out Thursday and told the Iranians that if they continue supporting the proxies or attacking American troops, that America will respond. As it made it sound like it would respond directly to Iran. Well, we're putting 2 aircraft carriers off the coast of Iran. If the Eisenhower makes it through the Suez Canal, we'll see how that goes. Let's hope and pray it does, because it might be in the range of those Houthi missiles. Now, yeah, sure, the Aegis destroyers with it has some very capable anti-missile systems, but if you throw enough of them at it, if you send a big barrage, a fuselage of missiles, and you might swamp out the SM-3s and other missiles carried by the Aegis destroyers. And I've gone in great detail in another video a few months ago about what those missiles are. So watch that video. I talk about every one of them, the ranges of them, and I think he went into how many each of those ships carry. So that's already been covered in a previous video. No point in doing that all right now. So the war, we're on the precipice perhaps of having a war with Iran. We're on the precipice of other nations and groups entering the war. The IDF is going in to Gaza. That's the trigger that a lot of other groups have claimed would get them started into the conflict, including, nations that are out there. Some of them, particularly Iran, Hezbollah. Although Hezbollah's already been firing missiles, both the Israelis have been striking back, but they've been attacking Americans and American bases in Syria, which I don't know why we have any bases in Syria. Oh yeah, Rand Paul has put forth some legislation to pull American forces out of Niger. Now, why do we have 1,000 troops in Niger of all places? That's crazy. We got troops in way more places than we should have troops. We need to pull a bunch of these people on. Why don't we have troops in Syria? Thank you, Rand Paul, for trying to get our guys out. I got my little headlight here providing a little light to help out here. Because I'm not parked at Walmart. I don't want to drive all the way into Taylor with a trailer that don't have one of these red lights at the back of it. Maybe I could strap my little light to the back, but I wouldn't have no brake lights. So guys, the war is widening. Christopher Wray, the head of the FBI, actually admitted that we are now at great threat to terrorist attacks here at home, which from sources connected with Hamas and Hezbollah, which they long downplayed and denied, because where'd they come through? Well, that border that the administration has thrown wide open and still has done nothing to close. So, they let them in. It seems. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Let's go there and look this. Just scan through the chat, and I'm going to come back through it in more detail here in a minute. We'll actually go through. Well, we got another super chat. Doug with Uncommon News 777. Buy some candy corn. I saw an article today that said candy corn takes 500,000 people a year, like plants them in the ground. But it was kind of a joke article. So it just somebody was something. They got it off X. It must be true. Don't believe everything you read, but that was still kind of funny. Yeah, thank you, Uncommon News. Hey, we got Cowgirl in Arizona in the house. She was up at my place just helping out. Her and her husband, they were doing some good work for me, helping out. I'm building a shed here to live in. Bug out shed, guys. So that was good. Sassafras, I always wonder if they use dews in Hawaii. I really don't think so. I can go into that more in the future and explain. But I know it's not going to be a popular position, but I can explain it more in the future. Well, we may go into that. We are on a modern-day plantation. That's what it is. And what they want to do is make us all serfs with a neo-feudal. Hey, we got Jason in the house. Jason with Green Country Agroforest. Jason, I might be coming through there. I don't know yet. I'm even was weighing options of flying out here, but I think I've waited too late. I can't get the good airfares that some of my friends can find. They cost me about twice as much as some people, even using the same service. I don't know why. It's crazy, but because I do need to be able to get back soon. If I get out of here, I'd actually like to be back the following week. There's somebody going to look at my house next week, so I got to be home for that. I'm just a half a day drive away if you need help. Hey, yeah, Doug, I might need some help. Bingo. Yeah, I will probably be back here within a week or 2 weeks after that, one or the other. So, yeah, it's getting nuts, guys. Hey, we got a couple people from El Paso area, West Texas Mutt. Good to see you. Doug's from El Paso. My oldest granddaughter was born in El Paso. So I love this community. There you go, Sassafras. And that's why, yeah, guys, there is good in America. There is good amongst you guys. I've had a lot of you guys help me out recently. Quite a bit, actually. It was a beautiful trip, and we got to meet some members of the tribe. Exactly from our channel, says Cowgirl in Arizona. Yes, some of my viewers showed up and helped out. And it was awesome. We had a good time together. It was really heartening to see people chip in together like that. And it tells me there is good. Barbie, FBI warning. Yeah, but who's the ones that let the gate open? Who let the gate open, guys? That's the big question. So I think I've covered the main news topics. So anybody watching, coming in now, hit the rewind, because I did repeat it. I don't want to repeat the same thing 3 times. I'm on the west side of the mountain in El Paso. Funny thing is, all my grandchildren were born in Texas. One in El Paso and the other 2 in Spring, Texas, the Houston area. So, now my kids, none of my kids were born in Texas. One was born in North Carolina, one in Alaska, and the other in Alabama. But all my grandkids were born in Texas. Isn't that weird? So far. We had a great Halloween party, ghost story and all. No little trick-or-treaters this year, though. Yeah, they'll come through like they used to. We have 3.5 million nug owners in Oz. Well, that's good to know y'all managed to hold on to them in spite of what's been going on there, Rodney. And that's why they're going to have a harder time taking them away from us, I do believe. So guys, there is some good news. There is some good news. Now, I maybe should do a video on this. It just so happens that there are people in the Ukraine war who are getting interested in pursuing for peace. For one thing, American funding for Ukraine is not looking so great with Mike Johnson being the Speaker of the House, even though Biden said he would veto bills that did not include funding for that war. However, will he actually do that when it's going to shut down the government? Probably not. But I ain't handing over. There you go, Drops. I hear you, buddy. I definitely hear you on that. So, but what's happened is one of Vladimir Zelensky's aides had just come out and said, "We're not winning." Duh. Yeah, really? You think? He said, "We're not winning." And talking about Zelensky, he said he deludes himself. He says, "We're out of options. We're not winning," but try telling him that. So just imagine that, guys. And furthermore, also Sergei Shoigu, the defense minister of Russia, while warning about Russian nukes and blah blah blah, he actually kind of came out and said that that they would entertain talks, especially post-war and dealing with having some kind of peace and understanding of the West. Samuel Turner says the border is open so that enough across that their future children will keep conservatives will ever hold off. Yeah, it's all a political play. It's one of those people across the border because they got the great hopes of flipping this nation. Think about states like Texas. If Texas flipped and went blue, forget it, guys. Forget it. Other states would have to secede, and it may be too late for Texas. That would really change the nature of this country dramatically. So I say they'd have to succeed. I don't know, guys, what's the answer, but it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. They're trying to change the nature of who we are. But it's more than that. There was an earlier line of thought among those who promote the ism that's global, if you know what I mean, that talks about having some time ago back in the 21 how do you say this without evoking things, I say a whole bunch of other words and bring up and talk about some kind of object agenda. Okay, get it? I'm trying to throw different words out there, but they were talking about they wanted to take down the people's national identification. That you identify with a nation. They want to change the population so much that they can erase that, to put everything under one system around the world. That was some of the stuff that was written some time back. And so maybe this has a bigger thing that would play into the House of Klaus philosophy, if you know what I'm talking about. So we're at risk. We are at risk, guys, for so many things. We need to control. What organism doesn't have a skin to keep invading microbes out? Other organisms, an immune system. That's your first and highest order of your immune system, is the boundary to your body. It's the same way with the nation. So Samuel Turner is right on with that. So guys, subscribe to Doug's channel over there, and also to Green Country Agroforestry, guys. 2 good channels in here. Alrighty, guys. So the other thing is, yeah, one more. So two Putin aides are interested in peace suddenly. The other one being Lukashenko, the head of Belarus. So it might be that, we could push. This is something we were talking about way back before all this bang bang started up. When I was getting my friend, I'm getting brain lock now. I've had him on my channel several times. Help me out, guys. I got serious brain lock. What's his name? I had him on my channel so many times. He's a buddy of mine. I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, oh Lord, it's rough when you get old. I always said when I was younger, I'd be glad when I get old so I'd have an excuse for this. Now I got the excuse, right? Anyway, oh my gosh, guys, it's nuts. It's nuts. So, yeah, in Common News, he puts a lot of stuff out. I'm surprised his channel is still on the air. The word boomer doesn't bother you. There you go. No, not Devine. I only had Devine on him once. Oh, gosh. Oh, come on, guys. It'll come to me later. I can't believe it. Having such trouble here all at once. I cannot believe we're having to discuss all this craziness. See our user, you're exactly right. You're exactly, Junko. I fought radical in Iraq, and there is only one cure for it. Ooh. All right, so Greg, you're out there working with a young man out there just fine. Yeah, it's all working out. So, yeah, we got one young guy here who was just so amazing. But everybody's been amazing, guys. We've had a lot of amazing help. So I'm blessed. Not Diamond. John Hollerman's a good one. Not him. Oh, come on now. Yeah, he and John Hollerman are all in the organization founded by the late great Dr. Peter Vincent Pry, the EMP Task Force on National and Homeland Security. David's his first name. Come on, David. David Pine. David Pine's what I'm talking about. David Pine. Well, it took me a while to get it this tonight. David Pine, guys. David Pine. I've done several interviews with him. And even Canadian Prepper saw him on my channel. Canadian Prepper, Nate's had him on his channel several times too. So, is it Rex? No, David Pine. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually had Rex on this channel. Yeah, I played him. We've done joint videos, but I've mostly put it on Galactic Gregs. I got a space channel, guys. It's called Galactic Gregs, right? Never seen it. North Florida Strong. I see a lot of firewood and nice woods. Yeah, absolutely. Got a lot of good firewood here, Wendy. A lot of good firewood. Pine, David Pine, water bug. Close. Pyne is how you spell it. All right, so let me go back through the chat here and do a read real quick. For anybody just joining us, just bear in mind to hit the rewind because I kind of repeated the high points twice. And I don't want to just sit here and repeat the same thing over and over because the coffee drinkers in the morning who'll watch this, they don't want to hear the same thing over 1,000 times. Sorry, guys. So, all right. I didn't get all some of the comments I can't see after I come in here. I'm late going through them. Everyone needs to identify your bug out location and maybe your plan. Yeah, make your plan. Amen, Wise Al. Amen. Guys, if you not went online and went to the oh, I got a super chat. I'll go down a little bit too. If you've not gone online and went to the oh gosh, if you've not gone to the oh, help me, Wise Al. What's the name of our website here? I'm seriously getting brain locked tonight. SurvivalTribeNetwork.com. SurvivalTribeNetwork.com. Go there. Join. You can use a moniker. You don't have to use your real name. Don't give away your location and your sign up. Use a moniker, and some of the information is protected. But the whole point of having putting your town or city in there is so that you can find somebody close to you and contact them and start working up to develop your own survival tribes, guys. That's what it's all about. All right, guys. Speak freely. That's a good name. Is Arizona go? I already answered that. So, go through some of these comments. I'm just going to scan through fast because we've been here for a while. We're already in here for 40 minutes. Only God will protect and provide. There we go. Oh, Witness for Justice. I'm in Arizona if you need a hand. You can email me at greg@greengregs.com because I will be back. I'm probably leaving here this weekend, but I'll be back soon. Yeah, I could use some hands. As it takes some, it's going to take a few. The walls are being pre-assembled. Plan to erect them Amish style, but that takes some manpower. So I definitely can use some manpower lifting these walls because they're kind of big. Useless knowledge. Yes, I see your comments. Let's see here. Sleepy Joe, yo. You know what, guys? Let's see here. Rodney, I hereby knight thee. You have been knighted with a blue, you've been smurfed. Rodney gives a lot. Oh, did I wind up at the bottom already? What happened? I know I got another super chat in here. Did I miss it? Samuel Turner. Oh, another from Samuel Turner. Greg, be sure you get yourself a coffee and a donut on the way home, and please continue to sound the alarm and tell it like it really is. I try, and thank you, Samuel. Salute to Samuel. Amen, and I try, man. I really do. So, amen to that. So, awesome. I honestly prefer an exit stage right than a Mad Max. There you go, CR. Well, part of that is your situational awareness, guys. You know, part of situational awareness is when I've been like this ever since I remember. If I go in a restaurant, I'm looking to set up against a wall opposite the entrance where I watch everybody coming and going. I've always been that way. It's just my nature. Well, if I can't get the corner seat, I'm not the happiest camper in the house. But that's where I try to go, because I want to be able to see who's coming and going. It's people coming up behind me. Watch people coming in and out. When you go into a place, the first thing you should know is where's the exits, especially from that corner. You know, there's usually more than one exit from a building, especially a restaurant or a theater. You know, maybe the first thing you'll think when you walk in is, what would I do if somebody came in and started going bang, bang? Start it. Get a plan. Think about it in advance. Maybe don't be around certain big crowds and crowded areas. If the crowd looks a little unruly, uncontrolled, watch it. Watch people who are fidgety or looking soulless or just overly anxious. Keep an eye on them. These are danger signs, guys. So keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. Iran and another one on the other side of the planet. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on, guys. We have a defense treaty with the Philippines, and the Philippines and China could easily get into it, and that could boil up even before Taiwan. Yeah, New Day says, I spent the night in Boston, just got home this evening, told Greg I was going to bed. Yeah, why ain't you in bed already? I wasn't in bed, that message came through. Oh Lord. If you need to go to bed and go to sleep, go to bed and go to sleep. Don't appreciate you being here, but don't stress yourself. Please don't. Smurf, what's that? Well, look at your name now. You're smurfed. You see, it's blue. Yes, blue. Yeah, we got some awesome super chats tonight, so I appreciate that. Yes, New Day's answered it. And I've been told I made too many people mods, but you know, Rodney's a strong supporter of the channel, so there you are. Has been. Have some reading to do. There you go. Patients get resources like groceries and gas will be the flashpoints. Unfortunately true, the Watchman. So you get your supplies first. Get your stuff first, guys. That's a good reason to go to prepwithgreg.com and look at that long-term food storage that you can get there. Oh, let's see. What did you think of the bell tent? Man, that was awesome, cowgirl. You can live in that thing easy. That's got a lot more room than my van. You can put a master bed in there. You know, I'm sleeping on a little cot. I'm the man in the van, not down by the river, but down by the wash. I can't afford a river. Not even a sliver of a river. So, hey, Joe. Hadn't seen you in a while. Good luck with the shed off-grid house build. If I was closer, there you go. Sometimes the good wishes I appreciate. Pat Garrett, well, thank you for that compliment. So yeah, we're like a family here, guys. We really are, and that's the beauty of it. And you guys show me that there's good souls in the world. There's good people, and I got to do a video about the greatness of America. And everybody thinks America's the government in D.C. and what it does. No, you are America if you're here in the United States. But it's not just people here. There's good people everywhere. And we got good people around the world who are part of this channel, including folks like Rodney Middleton. He's down in Australia. We get viewers from different countries around the world. I appreciate each and every one of you. But, problem is we got so many people, young people, being taught today that we're the worst things that ever existed, that we've got to do some re-education. Right, guys? Hello, Dumbo River says, uncommon. We got some education to do, guys. I have years worth of cheese. The family wants me to get more protection. There you go. Hey, I love cheese. Birds of a feather flock together. Well, this is a great flock, guys. What can I say? Granny? Kitten bummer. Oh, what's up with the kitten? I'm missing. Just getting ignored. Stray kitten. Hi, stray kitten. Hello. Stray kitten's one of our great loyal followers. Hey, Rodney. Wow. Yeah, I'm a Papa Smurf. Thank you, Rodney, for the super chat. Thank you so much, guy. Appreciate it. What makes you sad, Subi? I'm in a red state, but blue county. Yeah, well, at least your state's red. There you go. So, guys, y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Trust me, re-education is a better option. Yes. As long as it's us doing re-education. Not them in the re-education centers that Hillary talked about, which smacks of the re-education centers that, what's that guy who was head of the Weather Underground that kind of brought Obama up under his wing? What was that guy's name? Come on, guys, help me out. He was the guy who was the head of the Weather Underground. He talked like they would have to eliminate 25 million Americans way back in the day when our population was far less than it is today, and send much of the rest of us to re-education centers. So when Hillary started talking about re-education centers, it really makes you feel queasy, right? I'm lost but not clueless. There you go. Yep, there should be Mamort. I don't know what that is. MAMMOTG. Doug, I don't follow. Yep. Drops, I've talked about that map and showed pictures of several of those kind of maps in my nuclear survival videos. Guys, yes, Bill. Bill is his first name, and I won't say them all together, but the last name, it rhymes with Sayers, but it's actually Ayers. Ayers. All right, so guys, I'm trying to... There we go, smart startled mouse. You got it. Yeah, it sounds like that new days. So that's the kind of stuff they put out there, guys. So, yes, Colonel Cole is right on. Hey, Soulseye, how you doing? I was Greg's first mod years ago, my claim to fame. First mod. Yeah, she's not far from here, and I've been meaning to get over to see you. I am going to be running tomorrow night to get stuff, and I got something I got to do Friday night, and I'm probably heading out Saturday morning, but I'm going to be back. I'll be back soon, within 1 to 3 weeks, maybe 1 week. It's just depending. Let's see, county, but expand your miles to 20 miles, several small counties all around. Check out the spring areas, Mimi. I don't know what county that is. Alachua. I'm up here in Navajo County. I actually went to the Navajo County county offices today after I finished my day job stuff and paid my property tax here. It needs a place to park and live in a vehicle. Yeah, I got 40 acres so I could part and live in a van. So I've spent 2 weeks out here almost in this van on this trip alone. So yes, Jason, they got a nasty agenda. That and serfdom. Yeah, pseudo. What they're trying to do is bring up a neo-feudalism. So let's see. Hi, Greg Patriots. I saw you were live. Someday I'll get at the beginning of the live. Okay, smart Patriot. Just hit it on rewind. Pollution, Depop, not enough food. Jason Smith's right on top of it. I can't read all that. I get in trouble. Trying to finish your blanket, Greg. Oh, cool. All right, so no problem that being, let's see, new days. I have to get a helicopter license. You probably need one as much as you run down to Boston. Holy smoke, girl. Are you still in Boston? No, let's see. Everything they're doing is seditious. Yes. Green diesel. There you go. Halloween. Yeah, Halloween for everybody. All right. The family says hi, Greg. Well, tell the family I said hi and hug the little one for me. So, yeah, she got a little boy. They all camped out on my place here just this past weekend. And we had a lot of help from a lot of other friends in the area and brought food and helped work and all kind of great stuff. So, helped me haul stuff. I've had a lot of good friends here in the area. It's amazing. It's amazing. Better to die on your feet than to cower on your knees. There you go, Colonel Cole. They always tell what they want in their fiction. Oh yeah, Soylent Green, Mega Man, Brave New World, fair. Yeah, you got it. Benjamin Duckworth. Well, go back and hit the rewind, Benjamin. Logan's Run. A lot of rumors going around about a draft. Oh yeah, I've heard some of that. Although, just a quick topic recap. Yemen has, the Houthis at Yemen have entered a war, and Lloyd Austin kind of sort of threatened Iran, but he wouldn't. Lindsey Graham trying to pin him on that later, and he didn't take the bait, but he's basically threatened Iran. We've got a lot of stuff cooking, guys. A lot of stuff cooking right now. We got to be careful. Austin Powers, yeah. I'd rather have Austin Powers than Lloyd Austin. All right, guys. Outer Limits predicting Neuralink. Yeah, it's amazing, all this stuff. Yeah, we're living in science fiction times, guys. It's already science fiction. What can you say, guys? Notice the up age to 40. Yeah, well, actually, the Air Force just upped it to 42. Now, used to, you could re-up till you was 42 in the Army if you'd been in before, but the going in age was younger. But they're having a hard time finding recruits, a very hard time finding recruits. So, yikes, guys. We are in a mess here tonight. So, Air Force and Space Force rated what's what I'm saying, they raised the enlistment age. So, what's the draft? Beam me up lower. There you go, Subi. Austin Powers to be awesome, says Wise Al. Yeah, too bad the criminals aren't like Dr. Evil. He wasn't near as bad as some of the ones we got today. $1 million. Remember that. So, alrighty, guys. I think we're going to go here. Our inflation won't let... What? If hyperinflation wouldn't need draft, people will join so they can buy bread. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's kind of why I went in the Army. So, well, in World War II, they did recall retired officers up to 70. Yeah. Officers especially. I got a super chat. Keith Evans. Wow. Salute to Keith. Keith and I have been in contact. He's just down the road here. And we were trying to put together a visitation on this trip. It'd have to be another trip. Wow, Keith, thank you so much. Amazing. It's been an amazing night tonight here. Amen. So, most appreciative, guys. That really helps a lot, and it costs money to do next to nothing. I'm trying to get by the cheapest way I can here. I looked at the idea of buying one of these little portable buildings you put in. I found there were coding problems, and even that's too expensive. So I'm building a little shed. I'm gonna live in a little shed here, guys. A little shed. So let's see here. There are U.S. states that are yes, and cities and all that kind of stuff. So we have a local guy. He's got to go get some blessings. Greg's are grateful for every meal. Thank you, Mimi. I would say Heinlein was the better of the three. Okay, Heinlein was interesting. Heinlein was actually a member on the board of directors of the L5 Society, which became the National Space Society, which I served myself on the board of directors of, and became chairman of the executive committee of, which made me the CEO of the National Space Society at one point. So, I've rubbed some interesting shoulders in my days, guys. I've met a lot of interesting people. But it's a volunteer organization. You don't get paid for all that work. Great show, Mr. Greg's. Charlie Mike, I'm going down south. Are you okay in Val? Hey, Arizona Hillbilly. Good to see you in here. Stranger in a strange land. There you go. How about the moon's a harsh mistress? That's why we can't let China take the moon. I'm going to do a video on Galactic Greg's about that. Anyway. So, what in the world? I'm trying to view the deleted message. I can't see it. Hello, Greg. Hope all is well with you. Nice to see you. Hey there, please save the bees. That's a good one. So, I know I always said 7x6. Okay. Tiny homes are definitely expensive. Well, not the way we're building. It's only going to be the cost of the materials in this case, and we're trying to keep it small. I mean, really small. It's basically a shed. Link to your other channel. New Days, maybe she can put in links. I got a few other channels. I got Galactic Greg's, and I need to put some videos over there. I'm kind of behind on that, considering I really am a space guy, believe it or not. Oh, did my light die? What happened here? Oh, there we go. I got another light below me here. So we got Galactic Greg's, and we got the hammer dropping. You're right, Doug. Yeah, guys, I think we're at that time. If you're not getting ready for your bug out, if you don't have your groups and your stuff together, we are on the precipice of all kinds of mayhem. Just all kinds of mayhem. We need to do everything we can to soften the impact, maybe stop some things from hitting us, but it's just coming at us from so many different directions. It's just crazy right now. It is off the charts where we're at. Who would have thought this 20 years ago, right? Subi just turned 18. You just turned 18? Bless your heart. The elites need us divided and blaming each other. Exactly, carnivorous vegan. Exactly. The best way to work this stuff is to work against that. And that's why, I did that video, Rage to Love. And it was a poem I read. How come this thing keeps going out? The battery must be dying. It was a poem I read that I wrote and read. I wrote it, and I read it kind of in the style of War Pigs, at least every other line in it. Kinda. So, hey, you know what? It made it easier for me to get through it when I gave it that cadence. Kind of made it easier to read and not get lost, reciting my poem. So, actually, a little cadence helps. That's why the Army military uses cadence, guys. I wish my active... That thing just keeps going out. Interesting. I'm just putting new batteries in. Let's see what's going on with the main battery. Is the light still bright? No, it's getting dim. Believe it or not. Really dim. I just put batteries in it. Growl snarl. Yikes. That's a light I need to see by tonight. You can put batteries in by. I got another one in the back there. I got a flashlight here too. Hello from Tonopah, Arizona. I moved south to stay warm. Be safe, trust. Yes, this is not the warm part of Arizona where I'm at, guys. This is the cold side of Arizona. I've seen 7 people convert horse trailers into homes. That's a thought. That's a thought. 7 times 6 green Gregs. Okay, straight kidding. So yeah, that's a big number, 42. So it's almost the answer to all things, huh? So Earth's home, the way to go. Earth home. Well, I got a concept drops. It's beyond an Earth home. It's beyond an Earthship. It's my universal habitat. I hope to build one out here one day. It's like an Earthship on steroids, so you can grow all your food in it. That's the whole idea of it. Angela, sending much love. Thank you for that. And that is the answer. Cabins are expensive as you want. Well, that's true. I'm trying to get by on the cheap side here. Greg, I wish you would review SpaceX water-cooled still plate. Oh, yeah, I think that thing. Yeah, I don't think they've done enough. I don't think they've done enough. Bush's granddaddy. Uh-oh. You talking about the younger Bush's granddaddy? The one, yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff, guys. Y'all need to research these people. Uh-oh. New Days hit somebody and then hit somebody else. Sorry about that. Sometimes we have a misfire. New Days should be in bed asleep. She's had a rough day today. My old boss said that he went back to the land. All you needed was 10 Celotex and trees. What's a Celotex? Savage ordered some windows. Boom, a house. There you go. Oh, your grandson. Okay, your grandson just turned 18. Bless his heart. Live broadcast I've been able to catch. Yes, first one. Hey, Silverhead Medic. Welcome to the house. Glad to see you in here. Hit the rewind to see what my earlier pronouncements here. Yeah, mine is not on concrete there. The unknown knowns. Putting it up. Thank you. Now, New Days is sharing Galactic Gregs. Also got another channel called Swivelhead News. Sea cans are cheap and complete for storage. Yeah, I got to do a video. Rex and I have been talking. We're talking about doing a video. Joe Deca! Put this toward your lumber bill. Hey, awesome. Thank you so much, Joe Deca. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. It's trying to change colors on me. No filter. Come on, get out of that. What is it doing here? Boom. Spent a winter in Illinois in a VW. Oh, yeah, that don't sound like fun. That don't sound like any kind of fun at all. Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to call it a night here. I'm sitting here running my vehicle, trying to charge up my battery that I'm going to run the CPAP on tonight. So I have to watch the show, missed the first 45 minutes. Hey, Chewy Weather. Well, just hit the rewind. It's all in here. So we'll be talking to you about how not to pay property tax. Fortunately, mine isn't that high because my property is considered to be not worth a lot because it's been undeveloped and inaccessible. But it's accessible now. Yeah, we're getting cool, guys. I'll tell you what, this global warming is going to freeze us all to death. We're all going to turn into ice cubes. Holy smoke, guys. Holy smoke. Be safe, Greg. Stay warm. Hope you catch you soon. There you go. So everybody, be sure to say, we're going to call it a night. Be sure when you go to bed tonight to say a prayer for New Day. She needs some prayers for Granny Lana, her granddaughter Kaylee, for Judy Dow, for say a prayer for Randy Blythe, the Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. And I'm kind of watching the traffic. I'm trying to stay situation aware. Bill the Kid, how you doing? Let's see here. Good night. Yep. Alrighty, folks. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, Super Chatters. Wow, y'all been awesome, Super Chatters. Thank you so much. One final thing. My arthritis started kicking in again. I started hurting in the joints, and somebody else that watches this channel said, well, she hadn't watched the channel a lot, but she's watched a little bit, and her husband's main watcher. She said, well, you need to get some C60. She said, since I've been taking it, my arthritis has been gone. That's what she said. She said she's not had any more trouble with it. And you know, I was taking it, and on all my travels lately, I stopped. And now suddenly my arthritis is bugging me. I left that stuff back in Alabama. I got to go get it. Go get me some. So I know it's a strong antioxidant, but and I'd heard that mentioned that it had that effect, and it just didn't really sink in. But now I'm going, oh yeah, this stuff's killing me. This arthritis is rough, guys. So you might want to go to shopc60.com. If you go into shopc60.com and use the code GreenGregs10, you'll get 10% off. And for those of you that are trying to hedge your thing with money and value, since gold is going to hold pretty steady and our currency is going to flippy floppy, you can go check out defythegrid.com and use the code GreenGregs, not GreenGregs10, GreenGregs, to get 1% off. So there's a couple things that are similar codes. Mama Bear, I hope everyone, let's see. She's hope everyone has a good night's rest. There you go. Hey, tomorrow's All Hallows Day. She talked about C6. That's what she said. Peace out. C6, it seems to be quite the deal. Yeah, when you consider what it does, guys, it's amazing. So, what did John say? Go back up. Colonel Cole. There we go. John Cole. Buy it cheap, stack it deep, so you don't have to weep. I love that. Buy it cheap, stack it deep, so you don't have to weep. Prior proper preparation prevents poor performance. Yes. All alliterations and rhymes. Hey, I like that. Helps you remember stuff. All right. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Super Chatters. You've been super awesome tonight. Thank you, mods. I know you've been busy tonight. Appreciate everything. And I wish everybody a good night and a happy Halloween. Eden Brothers. There you go. Get your seeds, guys. Today's show there. Check them out, because you may not be able to buy it. The grid goes down. What you got's all you got. If you ain't got it, you didn't get your seeds, then you're out, guys. Get it while the getting's good. That's one of my mottos. Get it while the getting's good. And so we may only have days, weeks, or a few months before that getting ain't going to be there anymore. The music will stop, and you got to sit down in a chair, and what you got's all you got. We just don't know how long the music's going to play, but I don't think it's going to play for very long. Hey, drops grows heirloom seeds. Very good. You sell them? All right, folks. Thank y'all for watching again. And to one and all, I'll say good night and God bless. Greg out. Greg out.